Hey, you guys, welcome to the conversation. It's Wednesday, February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day. I am your moderator and producer of the conversation, Ashleigh Abbott. We have a full show for you today, so bear with us. We are very excited. We have a couple guests. First of all, let's welcome Aristotle to our show. He is a Chicago-based stylist and fashionista.
Hello.
And so I've asked him to come on tonight to just play with us and, chime in on some of the fashion files. We have a lot of looks from New York Fashion Week this week, Grammys last week, Super Bowl parties this last weekend. So we have a lot of looks to go through. Aristotle, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I have been working as a stylist since 2012. I've worked in every kind of retail store, high fashion, low fat, from everything from Dee Dee's Discount to Bloomingdale's. I work a lot in making fabricating upcycle pieces and doing right now I'm doing a lot of recreating art pieces onto ready to wear clothing. So I live, breathe, and worship style and aesthetics. And yeah.
And you guys check out his Insta. Where can people find your social medias? Tell them that.
So you can find me on Instagram at the philosopher. And then from there, I'm in the process right now, so stay tuned. I'm opening an online store this year of just selling upcycled pieces that I have found that maybe Depop kind of style. And then we have other social medias as well, but those aren't as necessarily as pertinent to styling.
Awesome. And do you take do you do clients, or do you just style for yourself? Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, so I do. I take clients. I take clients all the time. I worked in brick and mortar styling for Akira here in Chicago and stuff like that. But right now I do take styling clients as far as you want a closet overhaul, we'll do a consultation. You have a trip coming up and you want 2 going out looks and 1, look for the beach, and you have special qualifications for, I want to show my breasts, but I don't want to show my shoulders, and I want this. I'll do the work on sourcing you garments that are going to make you feel sexy, powerful, confident, but that are also going to be globally conscious as far as being secondhand, upcycled, but in that also one of a kind. So yes, I do take clients.
I actually, next time, Kate is a fellow stylist as well. She lives between Michigan and Chicago.
Oh, fabulous. So
yeah, I'm actually a reseller now. I just resell.
Awesome.
Oh, completely.
So, Kate,
we need to talk.
Yeah.
I brought Ashley to the Village Discount.
Awesome. Hell yeah.
So, yeah. So it's nice to have you on the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Hey, Jay Francis, how are you? Happy Valentine's Day as well. So let's get to this. We got to get to the docket. We have a lot of stuff going on. Before we go into that, though, I would like to, if you know, or if you are, someone who is a conservative who really believes in what you believe in, and you would like to come and play with us on our show, please email me or DM me. I've interviewed a couple people so far this week and last week, but I'm looking for the right person, not just the person who gives the best answers or whatever. They have to mesh with us. So if you're interested, email me or hit up Tamar, who is my associate producer down there. Either email me or DM him, whatever. But we'd like to hear from you. Also going on, hold on, you guys. I'm trying to figure this out. It is Chicago Black Restaurant Week. So if you're in the Chicago area, or you're coming to visit here this weekend or this week, it's Chicago Black Restaurant Week. And there's a lot of Black restaurants new restaurants that have popped up. So please support and go out there and eat some of that food. We have some really good restaurants here in Chicago, some really good soul food restaurants. We have a new vegan soul food restaurant. So there's a lot of stuff going on as far as Black restaurants here. So please try to get out and support them. So let's go into our docket. First on the agenda, we have breaking news. Portia Williams has been confirmed for season 16 of The Housewives of Atlanta. As you know, the ratings have really fallen over the past couple of years. They were the top rated show on Bravo. Now they are not anymore. So they're really trying to put all their resources into trying to find the right cast for season 16. Rumors are swirling that Phaedra Parks is coming back now that Candy is gone. There's also rumors that Kimora Lee and her daughter Ming Lee are joining the cast. That's a very interesting dynamic because you never really have a mother-daughter duo on that show. So I think it's going to be awesome. Also, Kimora can read down, and I know her daughter Ming Lee can read down too. So I think this would be an interesting cast if it pans out. There's also rumors that Nene is maybe in. There's something going on brewing. The streets are talking. We don't really know. So what do you guys think? Are they putting all their eggs in one basket? Do we think that this will help? Let's talk about it. What do you think, Tasha? I know you're a Real Housewives of Atlanta fan.
Yeah, I'm real giddy about this one. So I'm so excited to see Portia back. I can't wait to see her with Simon. I think the storm has kind of blown over with her controversial marriage. Mm-hmm. If Kimora and her daughter are getting casted, they definitely got to get Kim on there. It's only going to be like $1.99 to get her on the show. So they can go ahead and get her, Brielle, and the other daughter. They can get 3 for $1.99. So they definitely need to do that. And then Phaedra, because she has been amazing on the show Traitors. I don't know if you guys have watched that on Peacock. Mm-hmm. So Phaedra has been in like full Phaedra-dom. I think they need to go ahead and get her off of Married to Medicine. She's useless over there. They need to go ahead. Yeah. Sorry, Candy. But they need to go ahead and put her right back to Real Housewives and Nene. It would be great to see her. And then maybe like 2 new faces.
Yeah,
I would like to see 2 new girls on there, but I'm still honestly in the air about Kenya because she did not really give us anything about her personal life last season at all. I mean, she said she was working on her business and everything, and there were cameras there. We just didn't see it. I would love to see that now that is her divorce final?
It's final.
Okay. Yeah, so I would really, really like to see her now so we don't have to hear about that divorce and we could just hear about the business and, rebuilding after that marriage. So, yeah, I'm excited.
Just to add to this deal, I guess the deal she's made has made history. Apparently, according to the streets and what I hear, allegedly, they're offering her $2.5 million to come back, and that's for 3 months of work. They're also offering her a scripted deal with NBC, Bravo, Global, Universal for worth another $1.5 million. And then they're offering her executive producer credits on that deal. So that's a lot.
And that was for like scripted shows, wasn't it? Wasn't that for like scripted TV? Okay.
Yeah. So, what do we think? Marcus, what do you think of this deal?
I mean, I think the deal is well-deserved. She's great television. We saw her when she was on the girls' trip on Bravo with the other housewives. She's great television. She's funny. And Atlanta was losing so many ratings. It just didn't have its spark anymore. So a cast shakeup was inevitable. I think bringing the girls back and keeping Kenya, because Kenya had so many scenes that were cut out that weren't even shown last season. So, it's really unfortunate that, we didn't get to see what's going on in her life. I think Kimora and her daughter coming in would really elevate the show to like the classiness and like the fun that it had at its beginning, the glamour, the galas, the fashion. It's turned into such a like sloppy, backstabbing, like bitchy show now that it's just not enjoyable. It's like Potomac now. Like Potomac used to be so enjoyable, and now it's like, you just cringe watching it. So I think a whole cast overhaul is awesome, and I think the ratings can go straight up. And we don't need Nene. You know what? Let's start fresh. Let's bring 2 girls that can gear and like steer the girls, and let's just bring some fresh new faces. We know Nene can read. We know she's great, but let's focus on some new ideas. There's more than Nene in Atlanta. We need other fresh-faced black girls.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
I agree.
Michael, what do you think about this? Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna take the other side. Listen, Portia's a good get. This is the type of thing you see happen when you have a crown jewel that's kind of lost its luster. The ratings are in the tank. I don't know that Portia at this phase in her life is going to be the one to bring it. I have a feeling she's not going to want to talk about what everyone wants her to talk about, which is her marriage to her man's former man. All these kind of reindeer games, to me, there really is only one big get here. It's Nene, and I would say maybe second place Kim. People would love to see some of that old magic happen again. So
I don't think so.
Get to that point.
People are tired of that magic, or that's why they stopped tuning in. They're tired of the girls. They're tired of the same fights. We want to see new girls, new adventures, new fashion, new money, new men. Like, you know what? How many times can we see Kim fucking smoking a cigarette talking about how she hates Troy? Like, we need new adventures.
14 more seasons.
Can I say, because I'm not even somebody that I don't really subscribe to the franchise. Not that I don't give them their flowers. It's just not something that catches my eye. If you put it on TV, I can definitely get transfixed, but I don't subscribe like that. But I can definitely, as an objective, just somebody who sees it in passing, I would definitely be why don't they have new people? I feel like they're just we want to get her back. No, we want to get her back. Now she's back in. It's it's the same people that we're recycling. It's are the stories really getting that different?
Exactly.
Thing with New York, horrible ratings. It's not going to work.
That's
yeah, but you gotta understand. But you gotta understand, the girls in New York, they just threw a bunch of New York girls that half of them didn't even really live in New York. At least the girls in Atlanta have relationships that have already been made outside of the camera. In New York, they decided to just throw 5 girls together and pray that they had chemistry because they were all New York and with money. And unfortunately, it didn't transpire on camera. We didn't as the audience. We weren't receptive to it. But the thing about having 2 girls that are originally from Atlanta and then having them anchor and steal the other girls around, it gives them that hey, we know you, we know that you know the show, so it gives them that connection of everyone else, so it makes it more authentic, and I think that's why it's going to win.
Can I ask you guys a question? How do we think, if Kimora did sign the contract, how do you guys think the dynamic between her and Kenya would be? Because they're both queen bees, and Kimora doesn't play. We already know that. So what do you think?
That would be great.
But Kenya knows who to attack and who not to attack. She knows that she would be better as Kimora as her ally as opposed to her, But the ratings would be through the roof if they were arch nemesis.
Until you piss Kenya off, and as soon as she figures out a weak spot with Kimora, she's gonna go for it. So no, that would definitely be.
But I don't think Kimora's gonna sign on because she has too much shit in her life that she's just not gonna want to talk about. I don't think ultimately she's gonna sign that contract because we don't care about her. We care about Russell.
We'll see. Let's move on because we got to get through this. Club Shay Shay.
Yes.
First of all, let's talk about just that.
I love her.
I think it's becoming a messy.
Girl.
I love Miss Shay Shay.
It's becoming a messy mess. I think people are just going on there to spill tea and
I love it.
She's the new Wendy Williams. He's the new Wendy Williams. He's the new Wendy Williams, but instead of, how Wendy was the one that insulted everybody and tried them, he just lets them come on the show and try everybody else. And he just reaps the benefits.
He's
absolutely. I hate him.
About that.
I hate him. He's a country bumpkin. It's such an act. It's oh, really now, Will? I reckon that my mama would have said this, Monique. Why do you think that? I cannot stand Shannon Sharp, but God bless him.
Okay, well, let's talk about Monique for a minute. Are we sick of hearing this? Are we sick of her and Taraji every time we see them? Well, not Taraji as much, but the past 5 years, every time we've seen Monique, it has not been in a movie or a play or on stage. It's been complaining about Oprah, Tyler Perry, and Lee Daniels. As a black man, I kind of feel torn because I want to support my black sister and the struggle she's going through, especially in entertainment, because I know those struggles. But come on, every time we see you, you're complaining.
It's like it's one of those things. It's like when you have an auntie or uncle that they're saved now. They used to be like cutting up in the streets, but now they're saved, and they gotta tell you about it every single time they see you. Like, brother, you doing wrong, and but it's the bonded thing, and then it's to this, and it's to that, and I love how her son just came out and was like, "Oh, well, mom." Like,
Wait, but
He
did
really did.
you see how she put some text messages that didn't even make sense? Like, it actually made her look even worse. Like, her son totally has, like, the son's not lying here. Like, she's dragging this. At this point, she's just really ruining her name. Public opinion of Monique has changed. At least before, we kind of were behind her. Now it's like Ashleigh said, it's like, bitch, shut up already.
Shat, what do you think about this?
I think I do not deny that she has now kind of beat the dog to death. With that being said, though, it has been it's been an unfair experience for her. Her story has not changed. We're sick of it because we've heard it so much. It's consistent. It didn't change, and she started talking before that was the thing to do, right? She started talking before that was normalized, before we were embracing truth, before that was okay. And so she was telling the truth during a time when people weren't really doing that. And
look how good it helped her.
Yeah, hey, it's not about whether or not it helped. The reality is a large black woman told the truth and it was a problem, but so many other people are able to tell the truth and be vindicated. And the thing that irks me so much is that we never want to admit that there's a distinction there, and that some people's truth we just don't want to receive. We want to receive truth from certain people, and then certain people we want to be quiet. And Monique refused to do that. And yes, her career took a hit for it, but she has taken her hits, and she's still here and she's still doing her thing. And so I have to admire that, even if I don't agree with her, or even if I'm sick of hearing her, or I admire that she has stuck to it and been willing to throw herself on the sword like that. Because until you have one or two people do it, the door isn't open for other people to do it. So
But don't you feel like the way she shared her truth, like, took away the way that it was received? Like, she could have said it a different way than how she did.
There is no good way to tell truth. It's just about whether or not people are going to receive you. And you can never quite tell who the public will like and who they won't. It's all a crapshoot. Some people.
But I mean, Tahari said it in a different way than Monique, and that's why Monique just came out of rip saying, "I hate Tyler Perry, I hate Oprah, the piece of shit."
Taraji has now been single-handedly blamed for the taking of her movie. So it just depends. Some people, I think that whenever you are going to speak out, you are taking your chance. And I admire people who are willing to take that chance and who are willing to fall on the sword. I mean, it just is what it is. It's a risk. It's always.
I agree. I agree. Like, as far as like her being the martyr, as far as it goes, because like I agree. Like, there's no denying that like she was robbed like majorly of a lot of opportunities and a lot of just like her flowers because of things that were done to her. So it was like, when is there going to be a right time to like speak it out? Like, there's always going to be people who see her in a bad light. The thing that like is the issue is like, okay, well now, like, okay, well, what about, how was your last special? What else are you doing?
We're talking about her being annoying. We're not talking about her being a liar.
Exactly.
Okay,
Like,
I have to ask this question. At some point, I think once you tell your story, I think it's time to talk about it and maybe move on and start working. Because there are people who want to work with her. Lee Daniels wants to greenlight something now, and it's just showing her in the same light over and over again. Maybe there can be a sweet balance.
I think
it's like the saying, you can't help anyone that doesn't want to help themselves. She's already put herself out there, but if she keeps repeating the same thing, no one's going to want to work with her again.
I think Monique is suffering from what a lot of people suffer from. Some people can't accept, once they get their truth out, they can't accept that it isn't received the way they want it to be received. And some people just won't shut up, right? We've all had that one person who's telling us over and over again, and we hear you, we just don't give a damn, but they want us to care. And so that's kind of what I think's happening with her, is she wants us to care and to agree with her in a way that she feels vindicates her. And I don't think she's going to get that. And I think it would behoove her to be quiet, but I don't think she wants to. And you know, I think she can do with her career what she wants to do with it. If she wants to tank it, let her tank it. But she ain't lying. And again, at the end of the day, regardless of what we're saying about her, you know, because I now truly know and believe that she's probably a terrible mother. But she ain't a liar about it. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
It's ironic that the forgiveness that she is refusing to grace Tyler, Oprah, Lee before is the same grace that she is pretty much seeking from her son to forgive her. So it's very hypocritical. And so at one point it's like, are you blocking one blessing by not working on this thing here with your son? Because it's like she's on opposite ends of it with both situations. She's the one that's asking for forgiveness and is the one that needs to be forgiven. So it's kind of like,
well, I'm just gonna say it. I don't want to be the bad guy, but Monique's the problem here.
Okay, Tamar, you've been quiet. What do you think?
I feel like she's just hurt, and you know, hurt people hurt people, and I think that she just wants them to acknowledge their part. But I feel like she just has to let it go because unfortunately they're not going to acknowledge their part. So if you constantly try to beat a dead horse, girl, you're just beating a dead horse. You might as well just let it go. She is so talented, but I think she's letting this situation overshadow her comedy. That's all we hear. Like every time you see her stand-up comedy, she's only talking about this and she's not really getting out jokes. Yeah, some of the stuff she's saying is funny, but it's like, there's only so much people want to hear. I truly feel she must be good because the bitch must got some money because she keeps saying she got her house. She must be good. She got a little check in the bank, honey. Because I could not be repeating the same thing over and over if I had no money in the bank, girl. Because if I need a check.
She makes money on her tours. Like she makes it seem like she's completely blacklisted and has no jobs. Like she is a touring comedian that sells out. Like this woman is out there making money. Like she's out there in these interviews going like, "Woe is me, woe is me. I can't book anything," and like MSG is like sold out. So I think we've got to like really look at the whole situation and like she is victimizing herself a bit. I'm not saying that everything she's saying is not true. But there's two sides to a story. Why does every single person that she's worked with say the same thing? I mean, that's all I got to say.
We're gonna have to move on. I want to hear what Michael has to say about this before we move on. Do you have anything?
You know, not too much different than what everyone else has said, but I will say the nature of this type of sit down, you know, this one-sided tell-all, to me, it's long in the tooth. All I hear when I hear these people sit down and dog everybody else out that isn't there to say a word in defense is you sound like a snitch. And I could care less.
Okay.
Moving on. I think before we move on, we have to touch a point that I think is really important. You know, mental health is important to me. And I really want to make this statement before we move on regarding Monique, which is that one of the best lessons I ever got in therapy was learning that it is never the responsibility of the child to reach out to the parent. It is always the work of the parent to reach out to the child. It is the parent's responsibility to facilitate healing and forgiveness in any work that needs to be done. You are a parent until the day you die. It is not the child's responsibility that was created by you to fix the issues that are between you. And I think that we should be talking more about that when we talk about all the salaciousness with her and her child. At the end of the day, parents are supposed to be the bigger person.
We can expand on that further if we can at some point. Because I was thinking about that literal thing when I was watching a video about this specific thing, and it stirred up with me generational things that I have with my own mother, my own late mother that just recently passed. Growing up, like being like a person of color and like thinking about that sort of like mentality that a lot of older people with color have, as far as like, especially being a queer person and growing up. Like, I get you may have had similar experiences, but like, we are not the same person. You cannot say that you understand where I am coming from. You cannot fathom what it is like to be me. And I feel like that is something that a lot of the, not an older generation, black, brown, white, but especially black and brown people, with having to be so courageous and so steadfast and so strong, with not letting your ideals allow that to permeate. Like I feel like there's a block there that we need to talk about.
That was a very good. I like that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, let's move on.
Very true.
Kanye West is in the news. According to him, cancel culture is over. He sold out United Center here in Chicago.
Go Kanye. Yes.
In less than 7 minutes.
That's my baby.
He sold over almost $20 million worth of Yeezy the other night when he released their new shoes, and he's back in talks with Adidas. So what does this say to us? And his album is coming out, and his single is rivaling Beyonce for #1 right now. So what do we think about cancel culture and Kanye? Is it over, or does he just have a diehard fan base? What do you think about this, Kate?
Diehard fan base.
Diehard fan base.
Yeah, diehard fan base for sure. Chicagoans are going to go hard for him all day. So he's a creative. He has to do things with shock value. So carry on, you know.
What do you think, Marcus?
You guys, I have some great news for everyone. We're in the midst of finally getting back to when we don't have to walk on eggshells anymore, where we can say what the fuck we want. Cancel culture is officially on its way to being canceled.
Are we sure of that? Are we sure? No. What do you think?
Absolutely. You gotta remember who Kanye West's fans are. Predominantly, it's white people that are buying his fucking album. It's not all these like black people and like all these hip hop heads. It's white people are buying these Yeezys. They're buying Kanye's music. And who do you think is giving them the money? Their white Republican parents. So
So do we love that? So do we love that? Essentially, that white people are feeling, oh, we can say whatever the fuck we want.
I love the fact that Kanye as an artist isn't going to be held at the stake for saying how he feels, whether it's white or blacks.
I get that, and there's no taking away that he's definitely inspired an entire genre of hip hop, like artist, like Kanye is in the zeitgeist forever. Can't take that away from the girl. But the thing that I'm like, okay, well, it's the same sort of like feeling I have. Like I used to love Aries Spears as a comedian. Used to love him. But now I can't watch or listen to his stand-up without being like, like I used to change it because there's something about like, okay, like, is there a smarter way that you could say your message? Like you know what? I've dealt with a lot of dark shit in my life, and I'm a very complex person, so I can grasp that anything can be funny if you write a joke good enough about it. Don't just say domestic violence like it's gonna be funny. Like craft it, make it funny to me. I don't think Kanye is necessarily like doing it just for shock value. Okay, you've done that. Everybody does that. If someone else is gonna do that. Why are you different?
I think Kanye is proof that there has been an erosion in the moral center of our country. Let me tell you something. I always say that whenever the white people are scared, or whenever the white people can be disrespected, or whenever anything is happening with white people, that's usually when we should be concerned. And the fact that this man could get up there and be so clearly anti-Semitic and it already be fading away, it's kind of a sign of like the moral center of our country kind of bottoming out. It's the same thing we see with what's happening with Trump. It's the same thing we see with what's happening with these people like Elon Musk and these billionaires who are coming to the forefront and doing terrible things and just kind of getting away with it. Look what's going on with the press. We are at a time in our country where we are facing some crazy times, and the white people are being equally as bad, and I think it's concerning in a way. With that being
we've been on that time for like the last couple of years. This isn't now just with Kanye. This has happened since Trump went into.
I'm not blaming it all on Kanye. Kanye is somebody who gets the benefit from it, but we can't deny what it says.
But at one point,
black people started getting away with behaving badly towards white people. It's a weird time.
But we always
right here. The Yeezy Pod sold 265K. The Vulture pants sold 57K. Total sales 19.3 million, and the Vultures finished the day at #1 in 100 countries.
Well, you gotta understand, Kanye West is the type of artist that doesn't. Kanye West literally sampled 4 different songs. He didn't get clearance on the songs, and he still put them on his album.
Yeah,
This is the type of person that Kanye is. He does not give a fuck, and I'm excited about the return of Kanye.
I think out of all this, the
Isn't
good
that
thing
great?
is that him and North, I love their relationship. Singing
Yes.
together, seeing the video, he really loves her, and she really loves her dad. You can tell. So I think that's awesome out of all of this. If there is a golden parachute out of all this, it's that. Just to see that makes me happy. What were you going to say, Tamar?
I think that it doesn't even matter about cancel culture. Like, regardless of what it is, people are gonna do fucked up shit, and then people that do fucked up shit get rewarded. That's the reality of what we are in. Kanye West is. We expect craziness from him. So when he acts crazy, and from what I'm seeing, he's starting to kind of take a step back and go back into having morals and values. So when people are seeing that, they're going to support him. So I'm just waiting for him to do some crazy shit again. I know it's gonna happen. But right now he's like, I gotta get my money. I can't keep fucking up my checks. So I gotta show my baby on the TV,
Right.
gotta song with my baby, gotta look like a good dad. And I feel that's why people are supporting him, because he is a good father. And people love stories like that. So that's his achievement right now. He's a winner because he's showing that he's a good dad.
Michael, what do you think about this? Oh, I'm sorry, Michael in chat.
You know, listen, this could be, I think, something we've seen so many times before. Do I think this means cancel culture is over? Absolutely not. I think this is more symptomatic of how quickly the news cycle moves. Whatever Kanye did to piss people off was long enough ago that they've forgotten about it. If he does something that makes them mad again, he may get canceled again. It could all just be for show. He seems to be trying to turn over a new leaf. I'll give him credit for that.
Yeah, people have bigger problems than
Right.
Kanye West and some rich dude being allowed.
And we can separate the artist from the art. You know, if enough time goes by, that's...
Yeah, Kanye
All right, moving on.
Monique doesn't do.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Kanye is doing what Monique doesn't do, right? Kanye, no matter how much he's acting up or screwing up, he's always putting out content.
Hello.
Content is king.
Wake it up.
Content
Wake it
is
up.
king and it is queen. At the end of the day, crazy acting, yelling about Jewish people, he also got about 13 new designs. That's what an entertainer does. An entertainer keeps entertaining no matter what. And if Monique moved like that,
It's because he's polarizing. It's the best thing to be like in the style world, in the music world. It's polarizing. You love to hate him, you hate to love him, because like he's saying some shit you don't like, but that new album goes off. Those Yeezys go off. Those whatevers go off. The Yeezys aren't looking right. That music, like there's something that is.
It always balances out. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
yeah, an artist needs content, and he keeps the content flowing no matter what he's doing.
And to back up what Shaq said before we close out to the next subject, it's content that isn't relative to what the scandal's about. Monique's content is only about her current scandal, and that's what differentiates the two.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited to hear the album. I'm excited. I don't know if I'm gonna be wearing Yeezys anytime soon, but I'm excited to see all his new designs.
I'm old.
So, moving on to the most powerful man, one of the most powerful men in music or in business, period. Jay-Z was not nominated. He was given Lifetime Achievement Award at the Grammys last week. He had a very interesting speech. Part of his speech, and I quote, "She has more Grammys than everyone and never won an album of the year. So even by your own metrics, that doesn't work." Think about that. The most Grammys, never won album of the year. That doesn't work, period, end quote. So he got up there. First, I thought it was diva that he got up there, accepted the award, and then shaded them on their own TV show, and then went and poured champagne in his Grammy that he went and drank it out. That's how you do it. What do we think?
I mean, how are you going to complain about... You know what? God bless him and Beyonce. We know the reason why she has so many Grammys. She purchased them all. And, you know, how can you complain about a system that's benefited you so much?
He was right. It doesn't add up.
I mean, the reason that Beyonce gets the reason that Jay-Z's, have you noticed that Jay-Z never started Grammy? He only got one Grammy in his entire career. Fast forward to when he starts dating Beyonce. He started getting every single Grammy he was nominated for. He got, but why did he get it? Oh, because he was with Beyonce, and what did they do? They showed up to the show together. And what did they show up to the show together? To accept the award, to sit in the audience. It's all a fucking game behind the scenes.
Okay, that's the Grammy, but let me ask you this, like this, well, but to say like that, like, oh, she paid for, like, the Grammys and whatever, like.
But she wasn't the only one. Taylor Swift does too.
I mean, like, a lot of white bitches listen to her shit, like Renaissance is one of those albums that we're going to be playing when we're cleaning the house in 10 years. Like, that's just like, I feel like it goes a little, it's like both can be true. Like, I feel like there is a part of it that is public opinion, but like that definitely factors in. But then there are, like, at the very, very top, there are bits of it that are gate-kept, by people who may have different ideals, may have different morals or set of, like, viewpoints than the general public to, like, enact, oh, this is who gets the Grammy. But I feel like it's not fair to say, oh, Beyonce bought her Grammy. Like, how many times have you heard Renaissance in the last week?
None.
Let me ask you guys a question. So, the Grammys, the people who are on the Academy board, we know some of them, Jermaine Dupri, Missy Elliott, different people. Nobody knows how a Grammy is voted. Nobody knows. It's a secret code. I think if the Grammys were to publish, like, how they do stuff, how they vote, who sits where, I think it would make this stuff all make a little more sense. Do you guys think that, or do you think right now it's just a free for all and they just do what they want to do?
I don't care about it.
I think back then in the days where Whitney Houston's, the Mariah Carey's, I think back then the Grammys had more prestige, more honor when you actually won it because you were going against other actual albums that were album of the year. You know what I mean? Like, you were going against artists that were at your level. Now the Grammys are like, I just feel like it doesn't have the same prestige and honor that it used to. I feel like anyone, I mean, Ice Spice was nominated for a Grammy, and she has a song called Fart.
On that,
you know what I mean?
You said Ice Spice, and I'm pissed. Okay, let's move on. The Super Bowl halftime show was Sunday. I enjoyed it. I think it was one of the best Super Bowl halftime. I think it's in the top 5, most definitely. It gave me Vegas. It gave me Broadway. It gave me everything. I loved it. I have no complaints. Not one complaint. You know, that's weird for me. What do we think?
I thought it was amazing. I just wish that it was a bigger spectacle. I wanted him to come out from like a fucking cannon. I wanted explosions, lights, like he's just there like on a throne starting it off.
Usher.
But it's the Super Bowl, and I also feel like Usher has so many amazing songs. I feel like he
got out of a cannon.
I didn't like
it. Got out of a cannon in the background.
There was,
at
the very beginning.
People in the air, for real.
Yeah,
and it wasn't Usher.
I enjoyed the sweat. For me, the whole time I was watching him,
I thought it was great. I thought it was one of the best shows. I just feel like personally the song selection could have been different. I would have started it off with a different song, but I thought one of the top Super Bowl performances of all time. Usher live singing, dancing, choreography, skating and dancing. I mean, Usher, king of R&B.
That's why I'm saying the sweat. I love the sweat. The whole time I was watching him, I was like, this brother is working. This man is actually dancing. This man is actually singing. He is doing the work. And that's what it looks like to really be working. You know what I mean? This man is in his mid-40s. He is on the stage. He is dancing. He's on these skates. He's putting in the work, and he looks like he's doing the work. He looks like he's really entertaining. And I actually enjoyed that aspect of it. It looked like a real spectacle. And and he had so many. The most annoying part was that he couldn't sing any of his songs because he had to put so many into that thing, you know? And so right when he would start singing, you would start singing, he would transition. And I was just like, man, this brother has such a crazy catalog.
That's one of the best catalogs.
Know that he is the first artist in Super Bowl history to be granted 15 minutes instead of 12. So they gave him an extra couple minutes and he still
He needed 30
everything
minutes.
in there.
He still could have filled in with like 15, 20 more songs.
Yeah, he needed 30 minutes.
Luda.
Michael, did you enjoy the show?
Time.
It was fine. To me, it was a little mid.
Michael!
Hey, listen. Let's be real. It started off a little strange.
Too much.
Did we all forget about that first note, Alicia Keys?
No.
We ain't talking about her.
She keeps on falling.
Poor
It was
Alicia.
terrible.
So you guys, our guest is here, so we're gonna let her in the room, and we'll continue this after her interview. Okay. So let's welcome. Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
How are you, Dal?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing good. So everyone, this is introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. I am Jaleesa. Call me Jay of Miss May's Pound Cakes. I am the owner of this lovely newly budding cake business, and
Yes.
it's a pleasure to be here.
So we have some questions for you. I want to start out and just tell us about your brand and how you started.
So Miss May's Pound Cakes is actually I specialize in pound cakes. So these are the cakes that grandmas and aunties used to make, in the South or back in the day. Everything is made from scratch. So this isn't the box mix that's doctored up with all the lovely ingredients. One of our main ingredients is butter. Okay. So everything's from scratch. We like to add all the extra flavor. And it's in honor of my grandma. So my grandma, my late grandmother, Miss Wendy Mae Williams, is named after her in her honor. I mean, Southern roots, Mississippi, Tunica, Mississippi, if you know where that's at. And migrated to the south side of Chicago. But essentially, she celebrated people. So if it's your birthday, and we got a big family, because she had 9 kids. If it's your birthday, you are getting a full spread, like 9 sides, 3 meats, dressing, and ribs, and all of that. And that's a lot of people to celebrate, right? But she still did it happily, and it was always beautiful. And I started celebrating people with cakes. So if it was your birthday, you're getting a pound cake. And so I think I kept that spirit and that legacy of her alive. And I decided to start a business when people started talking about how good the cakes were. So that's how I really became the J of Miss May's Pound Cakes.
Awesome.
That is so awesome, Jay. That's awesome that your grandma inspired you. Has it been hard building your brand and, really getting out there and, showing people how good these cakes are?
I think that's been the challenge. I think Miss May's Pound Cakes is a great brand, and I think that the cakes are great and what we stand for, the quality that we have. But I think just getting a little bit more exposure is part of the goal right now, because trying the cakes, people love them. Right? So the feedback, someone told me the Holy Ghost, it was in someone else, I heard it's the best cake that they've had, or what made you come up with this, or oh my gosh, like this is your ministry. So getting feedback like that honestly is overwhelmingly amazing, because I think it goes back to the reason that it brought me here, right? My grandma was sick. She passed away from cancer, and just going through that battle with her. And honestly, a pivotal moment was one of my family members when she was in the hospital. It was her birthday, and I actually flew in, because I was out of town at the moment. I flew in and baked the cake, and just seeing the expression go from sorrow to like happiness.
Wow.
For me, it became more than cake. It's a celebration. And that's my motto. That's my slogan for my business: celebrate life every day, every slice. Okay.
You better copyright that, Jay, before I steal it. Hold on, what was that again?
Celebrate life every day, every slice.
And because I think we often feel like we need to have some pivotal moment. Sometimes that happens, right? Sometimes there's a baby shower, or a gender reveal, or a graduation. But sometimes celebrate getting to tomorrow, because sometimes today is hard for people.
Amen,
right? Woke up
sister.
this morning. Let's celebrate that, because somebody didn't wake up this morning, right? So it's really about just celebrating every moment. Maybe you didn't get a scholarship to college, but maybe you made it out that semester and you thought you just wasn't gonna pass. So I think it's just celebrating your victory, celebrating your wins, because your wins may not look like no one else's, and it doesn't have to be, but your form of success needs to be celebrated just as much as anybody else's.
love
that celebration is with butter.
I love it.
Can I ask you a question? So you say you do bundt cake, or not bundt cakes? You do pound cakes. Like, what is? You say you specialize primarily in wedding cakes, correct?
Not wedding. The southern type of bundt cake. So it's pretty much like grandma's bundt cake or pound cake, but auntie put like a little razzle dazzle, right?
Okay.
So not necessarily the standard. I do have like the lemon. I call that luscious lemon, and the very vanilla. Those are more so traditional. Usually, like my older, like elderly customers love those because it reminds them of like, you know, back in the day. However, I do like strawberry crunch cake. I made some of that today.
Ooh.
Strawberry crunch cake. You have this vanilla based cake, and then you have this cream cheese frosting, and then the lovely strawberry crunch taking you back to those childhood moments. That was my favorite ice cream, by the way. If you're from Chicago, that little ice cream truck that come around, I was the girl that's like, let me get the strawberry crunch. So that's one of my favorites. One of the best flavors, banana pudding pound cake. That's the seller. So banana pudding pound cake, peach cobbler pound cake.
Well, I'm not called this mess over.
And I have caramel, so it goes on and on, just trying to give a variety of flavor, but keeping it with the base of the southern pound cake. So
what's the most popular?
Most popular is going to be the strawberry crunch, banana pudding pound cake, and the peach cobbler. So
now I'm all the way in Michigan. We spread out, but we definitely want to get our hands on these. So do you ship?
Yes.
Or are you planning on shipping?
I am planning on shipping. We did have shipping for a moment, but we pressed pause just because we want to get our website fully operating. Okay. I'm really big on customer service. So right now, people reach out through the inbox, through Instagram and things like that, and we connect. And I'm doing a lot of the communication just because I am the face and brand of my business, right? So I want to be able to have a seamless ordering where you can get the tracking number, everything's automated. I want to get all of that embedded in the process just because I think for me it's important as a consumer because I'm a foodie, I eat, right? So customer service is part of my experience. It's a big part of it. You know, sometimes customer service can make or break your experience. I don't care how good it is. There's been times where I think we've all had an experience where we're like, oh, the food is good, but you know, I don't have the energy to deal with that today, right? I still want to go back, but today I just want a straightforward experience, and I want that to always be the experience and reputation for my business. So we did press pause just so we can put more efforts into streamlining that process.
Okay. I can't wait. I cannot wait.
I'm ready to eat one now, Jay.
You know, I mean, where are you? Where are you located?
I'm in Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Okay. So it's nice outside there.
Okay,
That's
so I have some treats from her.
That you sending some to the rest of them? I'm in Chicago, Miss May. I'm in Chicago, girl. I'll stop by.
I had some this past weekend. It was so good.
Yeah, send me the Addy. What a minute.
Look, I'll sing to you. You know, but I get around. I get up north. I'm out south. I'm out south right now, but I go up north. You know, I go everywhere. I was out west. I'm surprised.
Miss Ma'am, I'm gonna bring people. Let's go.
So Kate was at my house this last weekend, and Kate actually ate some that was sitting on the counter. Did you like it, Kate? Can you hear me?
I ate 2 pieces. And I ate them for breakfast with coffee. And it was so good.
So eat it in front of us?
This is the banana pudding.
That's my favorite.
This is the banana pudding one. And you guys hold on, you guys. Let me talk. It's actual banana pudding. It's from scratch. There's not any box stuff. So it's the banana pudding one, and you can see all the ingredients. It's like really thick. And then this is the lemon one. The lemon one's really good. And then what other ones you send me?
The caramel. So we got the caramel.
The caramel's gone. It was gone the first hour.
So Jay, I have a question, Jay. What are the price ranges for these? So if we want to get these delivered, like, so the consumers can know like what to expect.
So as far as locally, so with the price locally, or okay,
yeah, locally and.
So I sell whole cakes. I do pop-ups. So pop-ups, we just had a sale Saturday and Sunday. We had a $6 slice. So
ooh, that's good.
And so I'll try to do a sale just because I want the cakes to be accessible. So we did a $6 sale, first time ever doing a $6 sale like that, and it went well. So people liked it. We plan on doing it again. As far as whole cakes can range from 50 and up, right? So
okay, cool. Depends on what you order.
Yeah. So it depends on what you order, and the pricing is really based on the product, right? Because
Gotcha.
like lemon cake is pretty simple and straightforward. Lovely glaze, light lemon flavor. You know, get the burst of the zest. You know, really, really good and fragrant. But something like a peach cobbler pound cake is loaded. It's really like a 2-in-1. So you really get 2 desserts. So you're getting the pound cake,
The product, yeah.
and then you're getting peach cobbler. So you get peach cobbler, you get crust, all of that, you know, goodness in one bite.
I
wow.
want to tell Jay, actually, you guys, how I met her. I'm part of a foodie group on Facebook, and it's interesting you said you started the way you started because I've been missing, both of my grandmas have passed, and both of my grandmas were best friends. My dad's mom, my mom's mom, and they were always in the kitchen cooking together, so I grew up cooking with them. So I haven't had, they both passed, my mom's mom passed about 12 years ago, and then my dad's mom passed about 6 years ago. But the cool thing about what she said, how she started was I went in the group and I said, you know, I've been craving a pound cake and I haven't had one since my grandma passed. And she reached out to me, she inboxed me, and that's how we met each other. And
wow,
what's cool that your mission is how we started, is why you started your mission, because of your grandma. So I thought that was really interesting and just nostalgic for me. So
Question.
Go ahead.
Sorry, what is the like the push out? Like, how long do you need before if I push in an order, what is the soonest, or like what's the turnaround rate for like an order being delivered?
Good question. It depends on demand. Honestly, how many cakes we have at the time. I always suggest people order 72 hours in advance.
Okay.
But people ordered before then and got their cake before then, right? So it just really depends on the demand at the time. But we try to do no more than 72 hours, just because if I got to search for something, I kind of want it like yesterday. So we try to accommodate as much as we can.
Yes.
My birthday's on the 24th, so I was like actually thinking, I was like, ooh.
That looks good.
Okay, I was like,
pound cake.
Oh shit.
Lemon. So luscious lemon is right
Oh
there.
my God.
And that is very vanilla.
That looks familiar.
Frosting.
I can't stand you. I can't stand you.
You know, honestly, I think in life we all have these journeys and we kind of wonder like what is our purpose or what is it that we want to do. And honestly, I think I stumbled into it. I've always been a foodie. I've always cooked a lot, and I always cooking like somebody's grandma and auntie and all of that. So I think this was a good route for me. And I think the good thing about me being such a foodie, I think my expectations for flavor is high. So I think that's a great thing. Like everything is tried and true. I don't serve anyone anything that I wouldn't eat or what I wouldn't feed my family. So I think that's
Well, I'm coming over to dinner next time I come to Chicago, honey. I stay in Mount Prospect, but we'll talk.
Okay, Northside. So just let me know. We'll have a nice Sunday dinner.
Yes.
We really thank you for coming by. How can people find you before you leave?
So we are on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. So we're on all three of those. Instagram is my personal favorite. It's at Miss Mays Pound Cakes with the S. So MISS Mays MAES Pound POUND Cakes with the SCAKES. So look for us on those platforms, and if you have any questions, inbox us. But you'll be able to see the variety of cakes that we have,
look for you
any
right
upcoming
now.
pop-ups, and also those sales. So right now we have 20% off in honor of my grandma's birthday. That was just February 3rd. So we're doing 20% off to celebrate.
Happy birthday, Grandma.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I'll be contacting you because my birthday's March 2nd. So I'll be reaching out to you again. But thank you so much for stopping by.
I'd love to know.
Thanks for coming. Big pleasure.
Thank
you.
Congratulations. And you guys make sure to follow her online and make sure to order some cakes from her because they, from the looks of Ashleigh's mouth, looked really good.
Thank you.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Oh, I'm so mad. I want some of that. Like that.
I want the last cake.
That banana pudding one.
Yo, the last cake with the cream filling looked really good.
Oh, I'm sure it did.
I want that banana pudding one.
Aros, what you think? Yeah?
You guys are so bad. Anyway, let's move on to the docket.
Michael liked that cake.
Azealia Banks is coming after Beyonce, saying that she is not right for country. She needs to go back to the studio and try again.
Azalea needs to go back and shut the hell up.
Azalea who? I'm sorry, she hasn't had a hit since 1991. We don't care about her opinion. She does this just to get people to like listen to her. When she releases a single that actually treads and like, you know, actually is a hit, then I'll care about her. Azalea Banks is toxic and her brand is being toxic and talking shit. So, I mean, this is normal.
So toxic.
Her music is actually really good. She's a talented
And that's
artist.
the fucked up part, yeah.
Can I just say for like everything she says, there's like 10% of it. I'll be like, well, hold on now. Like,
well, she's not afraid to tell the truth.
She's not.
She can
and
read
so
for real.
At least a good 10% of it, she gonna get my ear, and I'm gonna be like, hold on now, you might be on to something. So I didn't listen to everything she had to say about Beyonce, but yeah.
Now, do you think it's true?
I'd like to hear her opinion.
Honestly, the fact though that like there were some country stations that said we don't play Beyonce when people were trying to request. I mean,
but the song doesn't even sound country.
I thought it sounded
just because she's talking like, cause you know what it is and damn. Why? So cause she has a twang now, it's a country song? I mean, I only listen to like Taylor Swift country, but like old Taylor Swift. So like I don't really know like what country music is per se.
Michael, have you heard the album?
As much of it as I could bear.
Oh, he's starting. He's starting. So, Michael, in the 15 seconds that you heard, what part did you hate the most?
It's not so much hating. Listen, I think I couldn't name one single artist that I liked as much who crossed a genre like this. You know what I mean? It's really not Beyonce's fault. They all kind of sound dumb when they do something in this manner. So it was fine, like everything else that she does these days. I don't get it.
Tamar, you being from Texas, I know.
Yeah.
How are the Texans receiving this?
Are y'all on gold horses?
Anything that Beyonce does, people gonna love it. I am burnt out on Beyonce right now. I need a break. Like it's just, I want to hear other artists. Like I'm tired of Taylor Swift. I'm tired of SZA. I love these people, but it's just like these are the people that we're always hearing about. Like,
no one else is new.
Girl, like let K Michelle like have a moment. Like she's bringing out country music. Like she can actually like yodel. Like let the bitch yodel. Like it's just like I don't feel like these artists are giving us a chance to miss them, and they're cramming so much of their talent, so much of their creativity down our throats. It's just like, bitch, I can't breathe. Like Beyonce, we know you talented, girl. You should have like. Now it's like she's not going on tour. You got to see her at the fucking Sphere. Like, girl, okay.
So, Tamar, let me ask you this. Do you think now, because as you stated, K Michelle's been really pumping like this whole country career. Do you think now that Beyonce is coming out with the country career, it's totally going to foreshadow like K Michelle and like no one's going to pay attention to her anymore?
Well, why does there only have to be one?
Well, because we love pitting two black women against each other. That's what we do as a society.
But we're not.
So,
I'm not pending anybody. I feel like Beyonce has done this so many times where there has been artists that have came out that were coming out with albums that like other like fans were like, oh my god, so excited for, and then Beyonce automatically drops an album. I just feel like she's so talented. You can't take away from her. But like, girl, let us have a break.
I feel like this album's gonna flop. Lady Gaga tried to do it with Joanne, and the Little Monsters are as crazy as the Beehive, and it didn't do well. So I think that it's not going to be a commercial success. I think the Beehive, like Beyonce, can take a shit on the floor and it's going to be platinum. So I don't think the Beehive is gonna. She can do anything and they're going to love it. So it is going to be. It is going to get platinum, but I don't think it's going to be a commercial success, and I don't think it's going to win all the awards that she thinks it is. But we'll see.
Famous people can't help being famous, y'all. And, you know, I'm not saying that Beyonce isn't doing what she's doing or isn't taking advantage of anything. What I'm saying is, at the end of the day, anytime she does anything or releases anything, it's going to be new.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know that there is an opportune time. I think if an artist wants to release music, they should just release music. But with that being said, I also do agree though that I feel a little oversaturated by her. I'm just coming off a Renaissance, and I'm kind of chilling, and I wouldn't mind a little break.
I'm surprised that she came out with this
I
big of a thing to cross over.
Well, it's because it's a different genre, so she's like, that's why she's making it acceptable, because she's like, okay, well, it's not like dance gay, it's now country. You know what I mean?
Well, there's a tweet that came out that I feel like there's a lot of truth behind that. Like, she's reclaiming previous genres of music that have been mainstreamed by white artists: rock and roll, house music,
dance,
country music. Like, it's said to be that, allegedly that the what is it? The foresight is that the third installment of Renaissance is going to be rock and roll music.
That's what they said. I heard that too.
House music.
I'm okay with it.
Right, I mean, I am, but like, I feel like she could have spaced out maybe another year. Like, we're still like literally like this past summer, I was playing Renaissance all summer. I'm not gonna lie to you, and I was in my mind thinking, I'm like, bitch, this came out last summer. We still bumping it, like blah blah blah. Like, it's like it just happened still. Like you said, give us an opportunity to miss you just a little bit longer. I feel like the reason why albums like Lemonade, albums like Renaissance have the longevity and have like
because of the break
is because there was so long in between them. We had an opportunity to want from her.
I agree. I think it came a little quick. But
so wait, do you guys like the song or not?
I don't like the song.
I like the Texas Hold'em one.
I do too.
They good.
No, let me ask you guys this: does it sound like if Beyonce didn't roll it out as a country song, would you automatically assume that it's country, or would you just think it's her?
It sounds like a country song. I listen to country music. It sounds like
She's definitely giving you Texas swang in these songs. Like, it does sound like that. It sounds like Texas country music. But she, I mean, Beyonce's country as fuck. I mean, she just got the glam. You know, she's a glam girl. But she's country. She's from the Boondocks, honey. She's from the Ninth Ward.
She just stopped sounding like it.
If you go back and listen to her, she is country as fuck. I love her. The music, the songs sound great, but it's just so much. I can't listen right now. I haven't really gave it a try because it's too much right now. I feel like she did this. She's heard Taylor Swift say, I'm releasing the album at the Grammys. Beyonce said, I'm going to get that bitch. I'm going to show her. I'm going to release mine at the Super Bowl. Beyonce is crazy. She petty. But
we'll see. I'm anxious. I don't judge anything until I hear a live performance of it. So I want to hear what it sounds like with a live band and everything. So I'm sure we'll get that soon. Let's move on to Fashion Files. You guys, we have a lot of looks tonight. We have New York Fashion Week going on right now. We have Grammys last week. We have.
Let me get my wine.
Let's get into this. Our first look, we have. Hold on. Let me get my notes. We have Jenna Lyons and Jack. Why can I not say it right now? Jack. Kate, say it for me.
Who is it? What is she wearing?
Jacquemus. Yeah. She was at the Jacquemus fashion show. What do we think?
Oh, Jacquemus. Okay, sorry. Jacquemus.
Michael, yay or nay?
Why did you come to me first? You know I don't like this one, and I could really make a big deal as to why, but I don't like this one.
Okay. Shaq, yay or nay?
You know, it's always the same thing with me. All these skinny people wearing fat people clothes. I don't get it.
That's the thing now. Tamar, yay or nay?
No. Nay.
Okay.
It's a no.
Tasha, yay or nay?
It's on brand for Jenna Lyons, but why does she look like a whole racially ambiguous woman right now? I don't know what's going on right now. Like, she looks a whole different range.
Kate, yay or nay?
I like it, but she needs to button that jacket up. That looks like slob kebab.
Yeah.
Okay.
Slob kebab.
Aristotle, what do you think?
So I love that idea. I'm a small person and I wear really oversized clothing. but like I'll do it in a way that where like I would have had the proportions be different. Like I would have had like more of a mugler, like the waist nipped in more. I would have had the pants hit the floor so you couldn't see the shoe. I would have had more of a peak to like, and I think that the hair, like she could have done something now where I want to see your neck, like with the hair up. Like I feel like this could have been very successful. I don't hate it. I love the sophistication of it. I love that it is not what you usually see. It is not like, it's not adhering to the like objectification with the ideal, like, ooh, this is what a woman should wear. I like to play on menswear. I love it, but I feel like there are tailoring opportunities that could have been done here to set it off.
Are you sure this is good alliance?
Yes, it is. Marcus, what do you think?
That's an A for me.
It's an A? Okay. Let's go on. Did we lose? Oh, everyone's here. Okay, we have Tracy Ellis Ross and Fear of God.
Ooh, she looks like her mother. She looks beautiful.
Michael, yay or nay?
Yay.
Okay, Shaq, yay or nay?
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, Kate, yay or nay? Kate, okay, Tasha, yay or nay?
Yay, I just wish we had more hair, but yay.
Yeah.
Marcus, yay or nay?
Yay.
Aristotle, yay or nay?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
You like this one? Okay, I like it too. All right, moving on. We have, and this is best dressed at the Grammys for me. But we have, let me get it right.
Oh, shit. Let me
We have Christina Aguilera and Standing Ground. I love this. It was chic. It was minimalistic, straight to the point.
Oh, this is her first hit in 20 years.
Michael, yay or nay?
Definite yay.
Shaq, yay or nay?
I mean, her head look a mess, but below the neck, baby. Hello.
Natasha, yay or nay?
Yay. Her head has always been a little too big for her body, but yay.
Marcus?
You gotta rub her the right way, honey. Yay.
Okay, Aristotle?
Yeah, soft too. I wish, like, I feel like the neckline, I would have liked something more interesting rather than just like this jersey like cut. Like, I feel like the drama going on below, like something could have been done up here to just add a little bit, even if it was like an ornate necklace. I feel like I'm missing something up here to match it's missing something. I want more. I want just a little bit more, but I love it. I love the silhouette.
Okay. Next we have Miley Cyrus and Custom Gucci.
Wow.
Michael, yay or nay?
She got that cheek surgery where they take the fat out of your cheeks. I'm just gonna say it.
It's giving AI. It's giving AI.
So that's what he thinks about the outfit. She got that cheek surgery.
Yes, it's the cheeks.
Okay, Shaq, yay or nay?
I mean, yeah, I don't know what's going on with her head either, but yeah, below the neck is hitting.
Okay, Natasha, yay or nay?
That hair was atrocious, but that hair was atrocious. Jesus.
I love the hair. It was 70s.
I love the hair. The hair completed the entire look.
It was going for dynasty.
That was not 70s. That was like 80s hairband. That's not 70s.
I was gonna say late 70s, Studio 54 kind of
dynasty.
hair.
She was going for dynasty rich bitch, but she did not get it.
Def Leppard, pour some sugar on me. This is not Studio 54.
Pour some sugar.
Okay. Marcus, what'd you say? Yay or nay?
You know what? She came in like a wrecking ball. Yay.
Kate, yay or nay?
I love it. She looks amazing. I do think she looks like Studio 54 or the Mutiny in Miami during the Cocaine Cowboys era. Hot.
Yeah.
She looks like a rich.
She needed more. I feel like she needed more, like the hairstyle. I feel like she needed more hair put in it. It was too sparse.
Yeah.
Like like it was too thin looking. Like the outfits were it. The outfits were it. I won't take that from her. It looked like it was. Like,
it looks like her hair spinning. It looks like her hair is spinning.
I was like, bitch, with all the money that you have and all the gays that are on your team, somebody should have told you to put another track or two in there.
Yeah.
Somebody.
Moving on, we have Monica and Camilla Pushy.
No notes.
Michael, yay or nay?
You know, it's not groundbreaking for Monica, but it looks very nice. I'll say that.
Shaq?
It's giving rich auntie. I like it.
All right. Kate?
I love. It's hard to pull those kind of glasses off, and she does it. She has a face frame for it. Good for her.
Natasha?
She looked like she just got married to a billionaire, and she just sent her kids off to boarding school.
Marcus?
She looks like she was on a challenge show, and it was a cape of the judge, and she turned it into a beautiful garment.
Okay. And Aristotle?
It's classic. Classic never dies. I feel like it's no notes. Like I said, it's cute.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Okay, moving on. We have, who do I have next? This is Georgina. She is a stylist in New York. This is her today at New York Fashion Week. She's in Bottega Veneta.
That's Cristiano Ronaldo's wife, right?
Yeah. Your name, Michael.
Oh, this is fashion. Ultimate streetwear. Yay. 10 times yay.
I love it. Shaq?
It looked like something Kim Kardashian would wear. But I guess it's okay.
Okay. Kate?
I'm not a huge fan of like the sparkle or the sequin hot pants. I feel like that's a missed opportunity there for something better, but I love the coat. I mean, I'm going to go for Nay, to be honest. She could have done better. She's rich.
All right. Marcus?
Yes, it's giving me like Just Dance era from Lady Gaga. I love it. Yay.
Natasha?
It's cute, but it could have been more.
Okay. And Aristotle?
I I'm so sorry. Like you said, the sequin hot pants, they cheapen it for me. Like, I'm somebody like, this is a look that like I myself would wear. I love an oversized coat. Like, where people are like, oh, aren't you cold? I'm like, no, well, the coat is like the warmth. It's like wearing a blanket. But like, right. I love it. But the texture of the sequin hot pants, it does take me out of the overall fantasy. Like, I feel like that could have been a leather, or you could have done a satin. If you still wanted like a sheen, do like a satin hot pant. Like, you could have got that same silhouette, that same sort of like, ooh, she's fun sort of payoff without making it look like you got your pants at Windsor.
It looked like an expensive pull-up. That's what it looked like, an expensive pull-up.
What is Windsor?
Windsor is like one of those stores you go to in the mall that they sell like all the girls go to for like a winter formal dress or like their junior prom dress. Like, no, but where's the lie?
I gotcha. We have one of those down here too.
All right, we have Ashton Sanders and Balenciaga. You guys know I'm a Balenciaga stan. I love this.
Oh, I love this outfit. I would wear this.
Michael, what do you think?
Yay.
Okay, Shaq?
No.
All right, Kate?
I love Ashton Sanders. I love him.
Okay, Natasha?
I like it. The white band is throwing me off a little bit. I wish I was like in gray or black, but I like it.
Okay, Aristotle?
Like she said, the white band is throwing me off. I feel like I would have liked, even if it was a black band, like with the same sort of print, that way it falls into the rest of the outfit. And I hate the shoes.
Those are underwear. Those are underwear pulled up.
No, I'm just saying.
Like,
I wish it was a black band of underwear would have like set it off. Or if you were doing that, do a black crop top. Like have that be like the fact that the shirt, like I tuck my shirt into my underwear when I like have my shirt tucked in so it stays more, but like that's what it's giving. It's giving like that's a fashion faux pas.
See, I like Arrows. He helps me, my non-fashion self, feel like I'm making sense.
No, yeah, you are, but like I hate the clown shoes. Like I like an oversized shoe, don't get me wrong, but I don't like the proportion of, oh, we're gonna put all of the weight of the shoe at the very front, at the top of the shoe. It's like the same thing of like those cloven hood foot shoes. Ugly, awful. I don't get it.
He looks like he's on trip.
Moving on, we have Cardi B and Balenciaga. Michael, yay or nay?
Very editorial.
Yeah, very editorial. Shaq?
Yeah, that's fire.
Kate?
It's giving cultural appropriation.
Okay. Natasha?
I mean, I was about to say I like it until she said that, and it's kind of true. Okay.
Okay. Marcus?
It's a yay for me.
Where's Tamar?
Hey.
Huh. Okay, let's go. Aristotle, yay or nay?
Like you said, it is giving cultural appropriation, but I feel like Cardi B does that. I feel like she does want to be, and she is earnestly trying to be like a fashion girly, a fashionista, but she does it in such a like, oh girl, I'm gonna do this, and it's very costumey. It's very like every time she does something like,
there's no class to it. Yeah.
No, it's not that there's no class to it because she's doing it with the best of intentions. Like, but it's like. She's making herself a caricature of herself, if that makes sense. It's like she's the caricature of a girl I'm doing fashion girl, look. Like, that's what it's giving. It's not giving but I mean, like, it's beautiful. Don't get me wrong, it's a two, but it is giving.
So would you say another girl would look better in it?
I mean, it's a very standard look. Like you can put that. It's a very Mugler inspired like silhouette, like with the big oversized hat, the cinched in waist. Like it's interchangeable. The look could look good on anybody. It's just like I appreciate that this photo looks more effortless and more editorial than I have seen her look in other looks.
True.
But I feel like she does do this thing where she's putting on fashion, but she's putting on fashion, girl. Like, it's not like how, like, sometimes, like, Gaga, when you think Gaga, you think fashion, you think Gaga, fashion. Mm-hmm. But you think Cardi B, fashion, girl. We're doing fashion.
What do you think of this look?
I think this look is epic. Like, I really love this look. This whole thing, like, Cardi B can never do wrong to me. She's very fashionable, and I think she is just, like, she just everything. Like, I don't care what people say about her. Her fashion's just A1 steak sauce.
Okay.
Ooh,
moving on.
That's good sauce.
We have Lindsay.
Oh no.
Lindsay, now before we judge this look, I'm not judging. I think when people see a big girl in clothes, sometimes they judge the weight in the look. I want you to look at the look only.
I wouldn't like this on anyone.
Michael, yay or nay?
It looks far too cheap for me. It's a nay.
Yeah.
Okay, Shat.
No. What are the shoes? Weird. I don't like it.
Okay.
I like her hair though.
Tamar.
I would have liked this look if she would have added like a sheer tight under it. I think it would have gave the outfit a little bit more oomph, but I feel like it's just not completed.
Okay, Marcus.
You know what? I think it looks fun. I think it looks good for her hairstyle. Yeah. I like it. Like, I feel like the hair, it's a look. Like, I feel like she's pulling it off. She's showing the right amount of skin. She's looking sexy, fun, young. I think she looks good as fuck. And she's lost a lot of weight. Good on her. She looks good.
All right, Natasha.
As a big girl, the bottoms are not a good cut on her. I love the top. I love the jacket. The shoes, give or take. The pants or bottoms. I'm trying to figure out if that is like
a skirt or pants
or skirt.
It's pants that are unbuttoned, like snap.
Okay, it's like the Adidas.
Okay,
they're
so
like
if that was
tearaways.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. If that was just a skirt styled that way, I think that it would be better.
Aristotle.
Again, it's that, like you said with the shoe thing, it's that all the weight being put in the front, it's offsetting to the eye. But I feel like if she would have made that skirt the same fabric as that jacket, that would have been off. Like, if those would have been the same and you would have made the shoes and the shirt the same color, that would have been off. The hairstyle is like when Rihanna did it back in like the what now? That sort of that mullet. Like I love
the rated R. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Love.
We gotta move on.
Yeah.
We have Aaron Christensen in head to toe Balenciaga. Michael.
He looked like Darth Vader.
So we're gonna go through these lists. Everyone just say yay or nay. Michael.
Yay.
Shaq.
No.
Tasha.
Yeah.
Marcus.
Nay.
Kate.
Nay.
Aristotle.
Yay.
Tamar.
Nay.
Okay, moving on. Zendaya and Louis Vuitton. Michael, yay or nay?
Yay.
Shaq.
Yeah, I like that.
Aristotle.
Yay.
Marcus.
Yay.
Natasha.
Yay.
Kate.
Yay.
Tamar.
Yay.
All right. We have Nene Leakes and Balenciaga. Michael.
Yay.
Shaq.
Always. You know I love that sequoia tree.
Aristotle.
Nay, that color is atrocious.
Tamar.
I love yay.
Marcus.
Yay.
Tasha.
Nay.
Oh, Kate.
Yay. I loved her jewelry too.
Mhm.
All right. Let me see who I want to do.
I don't like her new face.
She looks like a Muppet.
Kermit.
Yeah. Okay, we ain't going. We're gonna go on. We're gonna move on. We have who is this? Jodie Turner and Gucci. Michael, yay or nay?
Look of the night. Yay.
Oh, okay. Shaq,
No, but the jacket, I like the color.
Aristotle.
Nay, that color is atrocious.
Marcus.
I hate that color. The chartreuse.
You know what? I'm wearing that tonight. Yay.
Okay, Kate.
I love it. I want that whole look. Look of the night.
Tasha.
Yes, honey.
Yay.
Okay, we have Lenny Kravitz and Maison Margiela.
Ooh.
Michael.
Like a predator. Hell yeah.
Tasha.
Yay.
Shaq.
No.
Aristotle.
I always say
On his way to the deviant party. Yay.
Marcus.
You know, I'm gonna actually go with an A on this one.
Okay, Kate.
Yeah.
Tasha.
Oh. Okay, I guess it's really working, right, Kate?
Tasha.
I think you had already asked me.
Oh, okay. Tamar.
Hey, Daddy.
Kate, move your camera down.
And for our last look tonight, we have Michelle Williams and Roberto Cavalli.
Wow.
Michael, yay or nay?
Yay.
Tasha,
Yay.
Shaq,
absolutely.
Marcus,
Yay.
Kate,
I know she's known for getting it wrong, but she looks really good here.
Tamar,
Yes, ma'am.
Aristotle.
Yes, and I will say the best way to make an impactful statement like that is wear all one of the primary colors, blue, yellow, or red. If you think about it, if you're in head to toe one of those colors, it will always go well because people like aesthetically, it just like it hits the eye in all the right places. No notes. She looks amazing.
All right. Thank you.
Well, that's our
Blue, yellow, or red?
That's our show tonight, you guys. I want to thank Jay for stopping by with her cakes. Please reach out to her for all your pound cake needs if you're in the Chicago area. Things will be shipping. I also want to thank Aristotle for coming to play with us tonight. Did you have fun?
Thanks, Aristotle.
A lot of fun. This was I love giving my unsolicited opinion sometimes, and no one ever asks me. So like, I love this.
Yes, come back anytime. You were so much fun.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So, this was our show. Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. I didn't say the whole disclaimer tonight, but you know we have that up. I can post it. I don't own any of this material. It's all for teaching and entertainment purposes. So please don't try to sue me because I ain't got no money. I'm broke.
Period.
I ain't got no either.
And if you sue us, you better pay for our attorney fees.
There you go. Disclaimer.
Here's the disclaimer. So,
All I got is kids. Y'all
thank
gonna
you
be
for
kids?
yes, thank you for watching, like, and share. All my cats stay on. I have to talk to you real quick, but everybody else, love you, peace, be safe.
We love you guys.